Hey, yo, what up, guys? This has been Gamer 1080p here, and today we're gonna be actually having a discussion. This is actually a gameplay of Fallout New Vegas, of course, but as you heard, as most of you guys heard, there's gonna a new game just came out. I mean, a new game is gonna be coming out in November. Well, 2 months from now, and that's gonna be Fallout 4. Are you guys excited? I am. Oh my god! Okay, so I got with me this guy. He's a fake. You know, his name is Counterfeit Cookie.
Uh,
A fake.
some guy.
Some guy named.
That's all I BT.
Yeah, you know, he's Counterfeit Cookie. Yeah, he's a friend of mine, and he's
Fallout
just
fan.
fa-
That's what I am.
yeah, we're extreme Fallout fans, and like basically we just wanted to make the discussion with this extra upbeat music in the background to entertain you guys, and
Sounds pretty intense there.
yeah, sounds very intense game. Uh,
So let me start off by saying Fallout 4 Game of the Year, hands down. Let's
Easily.
just lay that out there right now.
yeah, let's be
And
honest.
whoever disagrees can let's just not talk to them.
Yeah, or
Pretend they're not here.
yeah, like they can go suck our asses, you know, very hard.
That would work.
Yeah, that.
They can take my rectum, suck on it like a straw, and get the hell out.
Yep.
Anyway, Fallout 4. I don't know. When I first saw the E3 trailer, I actually I didn't get a chance to watch E3 this year. I was out on vacation with my family. But when I came back, the first thing I saw from E3 was Mad Max. And I was like, "Oh, okay, that looks pretty good, I guess." After it's already been released, I mean, it looks like a pretty good game. And after Mad Max, I saw Star Wars Battlefront, and wow, that trailer really blew me away. But after I started to see the direction DICE was going in with Star Wars Battlefront, I wasn't too excited for it. And then I saw the Fallout 4 announcement, and the first instinct I had was, okay, this was inevitable. And I'm sure that they just released a little teaser trailer and it's probably going to come out in like 1 to 2 years. But then I looked and I saw that November release date, and I also saw that the trailer was like 10 or 20 minutes long. I don't even freaking remember, but I jumped out of my seat and shit myself. I I was so pumped to watch that video. I literally had to go grab a soda, sit down, and check my pulse before I watched the video just to make sure I didn't have a heart attack. And I started watching it, and wow, I was amazed. Every second of what they showed for Fallout captivated me. They have really been doing some astounding work over there at Bethesda, and I believe absolutely every word of what they were saying when they talked about having worked on it since Fallout 3's release.
Yeah, like
And
well, like the thing that was crazy was like to me, unlike him, I did not actually watch the trailer until way after. But what I did see was like a lot of gaming news people like just talking about it, and like basically debunking or kind of like explaining what's gonna be happening, and like we're actually gonna be talking about some of those points. Like one good point was one thing I did like too was they were talking about like VATS was actually gonna be more advanced in a way where instead of it just stopping time altogether, it's gonna slow it down. I love that one. I actually wanted that one. I actually wanted to see how that
yeah,
would.
it's a very neat thing. And if you look at the trend of mods for Fallout 3 in New Vegas, this would be a homage, shout out to PC gamers. If you're familiar with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas mods, slow-mo time was actually a replacement for VATS via a mod a few years back. I actually have the mod for Fallout 3. You can use, I think what you do is you use Jet, and instead of like having a VAT system, you just slow down time. And it's not quite the exact same way, but a lot of the ideas for Fallout 4, a lot of them, even the city building, which is phenomenal. All these great weapon mod, the way they're handling weapon mods is just phenomenal. It's giving a use for all this random trash you would find out throughout the wasteland, like broken bottles and just globes and random shit like that. Now it's actually gonna have a use in game. I'm gonna take a globe and I'm gonna take a broken bottle and make a scope for my sniper. That's it. It just seems reasonable. It's amazing. A lot of the stuff they showed was all or has all been a mod before, or it's just an idea that was passed around the gaming community, from Fallout fans to Bethesda, and Bethesda took that knowledge and they've turned it into a phenomenal looking game. It's not out yet, but I honestly have to say, coming from Bethesda, it's going to live up to its hype. And if it doesn't, well then, I don't know. This is some alternate universe or
I don't
something.
know. Well, like basically to me, I don't think that like I think it will live up to its hype. To be honest, like dead honest, because I don't know like every Fallout game they made all the way from the beginning, like especially, but most people don't really understand the original Fallout games, but I don't know, every Fallout game
By
they really
Interplay.
yeah, Interplay before being bought by Bethesda, and yeah, like it was just, to me it was just
Yeah, I mean, talking about that in general, I'm really happy that Bethesda got the IP of Fallout. Interplay had a great vision. They really, but that vision didn't fulfill the destiny of Fallout until Bethesda got the IP and really just it took it and ran with it. It was like a rookie football player getting on the field and getting a touchdown his first fucking play.
Oh my gosh.
Bethesda just went nuts with Fallout 3 and they got a home run.
Yeah,
And
well, like that's what I was
so
thinking too. I was actually thinking that. Oh god. Okay. Yeah,
I'm so happy that Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas exist. I mean, they really changed a lot of what we look at in modern first-person RPGs. And I mean, not even first-person RPGs, just the way you play these kind of games. Mass Effect changed the way RPGs are played in the same way I think Fallout did. And I know we had Elder Scrolls beforehand, but I mean, Fallout just opened up a whole new gateway, because there are a lot of people that I personally know. Maybe I'm one of the few, and these friends I know are some of the few. But not everyone can quite get into Elder Scrolls. I'm not a big Elder Scrolls fan, and I know I'm gonna piss somebody off.
I am, but I don't know about him. But I know I am. It's just I love my Elder Scrolls.
I just can't quite get into the whole medieval thing. I guess medieval magic era.
But to me, I got more
and
into the
magic.
post-apocalyptic. I got more into the post-apocalyptic one than the.
The thing about Fallout is it's relatable. Like,
yeah, it's relatable. The other one's more
if
magical. It's more mystical. More mist.
Yeah, if you've ever been to history class and you know something about the 50s, it really is more of a blast from the past in an alternate reality. It really feels like, okay, this whole World War III kind of started, and it, culture branched off. It really feels like a separate alternate timeline for our real world, and you get to see these real world things in the universe, especially things from the past, like you'll see an old house from before the bombs went off, and you'll see an old gun in it, and you make connections, and it's all relatable. My problem with Elder Scroll games is, I don't like the way these worlds are shaped as a whole, and this isn't just going out to Elder Scrolls. This is just my personal preference on these kind of games, like World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls, things like that. They don't have relatable aspects to them. I'm not a dragon slayer that can scream and throw people around with my breath. I'm not like that in real life. But I get to meet characters in Fallout that are much more relatable and seem real in a perspective of what would happen if we got thrown into a nuclear apocalypse. I see.
Go.
Fallout just is a huge. Yeah, it's a huge immersive experience for me. That's just what I was getting at there.
Yeah, but I wanted to say that do you know what city is gonna be in?
It's in Boston, which is
I had
awesome
this hunch that it was
because
gonna be in Boston eventually. Like people were saying like, oh yeah, it's gonna be in Chicago, Boston. They were saying like it's gonna be like.
well, the it was actually leaked a year ago by someone that knew Bethesda personally. Now, of course, this was just a rumor, and you can never always take these things serious. But it seems late as of late in the past few years, a lot of rumors are becoming true. But Boston was a big rumor. If you
Boston
go
was a
look
big
at
rumor
videos,
because they were saying like a lot of the people from Boston were actually like going around, like what the hell? A lot of them were going like just looking around and trying to, what's that word? Like basically like there were people from Bethesda that were like basically surveying the whole area. Okay. They were trying to survey
yeah,
the area.
I heard something similar.
Yeah, they were saying that basically they were surveying the whole area, and like you could spot them and basically like, but maybe that was actually true. Maybe that actually I think that actually was true in my opinion. If they're saying that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it was. Now that we
Yeah.
know that Boston is
Yeah.
the location
So
of
like
Fallout 4.
they're not just, they weren't just going out, like basically people from Bethesda or Obsidian, um, they went out there and they were surveying the thing, and I guess people were like growing suspicious. Maybe they were acting a certain way. Maybe the
Yeah.
yeah.
But it is cool that those rumors were true, and I'm really glad to see the game in Boston. But let's go ahead and talk about modding. Are
Modding-
you,
modding-
you're a PC gamer?
Oh my
I'm a
god, I
PC
love
gamer.
modding.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about
Well, basically modding is just crazy. Well, me, I love modding. I love my games modded. I don't know. It's just with me. I got my I got Fallout kind of. I got this one slight modded, not really like that much, but I got my Skyrim immersively modded with beautiful graphics. I'll eventually set up a recording video of that to show you all the, like I think I put like up to like 40 or 50 mods to make my Skyrim as beautiful as possible. And but the problem is, like, bad news is that like we're not gonna be able to get modding until early 2016. So I'm just there like, so early 2016 probably means like around March or
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. Fallout 4 is gonna have enough content for all of us to keep ourselves enjoyed until.
Yeah,
then.
I know, but like the moment you start getting a little bit bored of repetitiveness, because that's the, see, you have to realize the open world. There's a reason why open world games have never really achieved the perfect score, and ever, because of repetitiveness. And that's where Fallout, that's where mods come in. That's where mods keep on making that open world enjoyable. See, because like to me, open world's always been perfect to me.
I understand what you're saying in a short and I mean in a long-term basis. If you were talking about like mods were coming 2 or 3 years later, then I would agree with you. But I have to disagree that March is too late, because a game like Fallout should keep people busy for a long time. And I have seen open world games achieve perfect scores. Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto 5 are just something that come to mind. I really think Fallout 4 will keep us busy. I mean, the vanilla Fallout 3 and New Vegas as well were both feature-packed games, and I personally finished both of them first vanilla before I added mods. So I really think there's potential in that being okay.
Yeah, like,
I mean, releasing modding tools on day one is not a very popular thing to begin with.
well,
I
I
think
do agree with you on that, yeah, because the problem is if you already have mods already, they're not gonna care about the story, which what got people into Fallout in the first place, and like into Skyrim as well, because it's just, see, now we're going to like basically just Bethesda as a whole. Like there's just their idea as, what's that word? Just their idea of them having an open world in a beautiful way where it could be first person and third person. But like, okay, please. But like basically to me it's just, how can I say this? How can I say this in like the best way possible? It's just to me that eventually we will get bored. Like, see, and just as he did, I completed both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas and Skyrim on their stories first before going to mods. Yeah, that's because you want to get to the story first.
And yeah, and that's why I say I don't think modding will be an issue coming later. I think it's fine. But as far as mods in general, you mentioned that you like modding game. I love the fact that PC allows modding to be readily available. And I want to get onto a topic in a minute about something that's great that Fallout 4 is doing. But as far as PCs and modding goes, modding is a great thing. And for people that avid PC users, you don't play games on PC often. There's a fine line between modding and hacking, and I just want to stress that just in case people don't know. Modding is having something cool to add to the game or add to the experience. Hacking is cheating or something like that. Or those are just the layman's terms. I mean, of course they have specific definitions.
Well, modifications are like basically, well, the reason why. Okay, well, like the way he's
they add to
it,
the experience.
yeah, they just add to experience more, yeah, more or less. And
yeah. But what I was going to go into is we have a previous modding community that's already built up around Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and of course many other games. And modding not only like Beanie was saying, improves the lifespan of the game. It it can do dramatic things. I mean, let's take Halo Custom Edition for an example. It's a 14-year-old game, I believe 14-year-old, and there are tons of people still playing the game online, and that is because of modding. It allows us to create our own maps, do whatever we want to do. And Fallout 4 is taking a lot of what these previous modders have been doing. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Now, they're not stealing ideas, Bethesda, but they're taking what the fans want. I mean, we had a previous weapon modification mod for Fallout 3. You could mod your weapons with scopes and things like that, just like New Vegas had. And that's where they got the idea in New Vegas to have weapon mods because of the weapon mod kits mod. There was I'm saying mod a lot, but there was a mod for Fallout 3 to modify your weapons, take off scopes, put on scopes, and that carried into New Vegas, and now it's come to a whole new level. And a lot of these things were ideas that were passed around in the modding community, and now it's coming to light in Fallout 4 completely. In this great crafting system that they have. A lot of these ideas, the town building, a mod for Fallout New Vegas that a lot of people like. Being able to create your own cities, and then the cities trade with one another. This is a big thing, and people like this, and it's in the game. Bethesda's responding to the community, and that's one of the many reasons why I think Fallout 4 is serious. It is game of the year material, and there's a lot of things that they're doing right. But back on that subject of mods and how PC is great because it allows modding to come so easily without flashing a console or something similar. PCs allow modding to be done very easily, and often you'll see I'm being very redundant there, but the point is modding in Fallout 4 is coming to the consoles as well. And I'm not a big console guy. I don't necessarily support everything that the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 do, but Bethesda announced that Fallout 4 mods will be released after. I guess there's going to be implementation of the mods into Fallout 4. They'll become official at one point if they're very well made, and then they will be ported to the Xbox One, and then after that, I just found out this today, the PlayStation 4 as well. So we're talking about this whole great thing about PCs, which is being able to mod and download mods and improve your gaming experience, is now moving to the consoles. And although I don't support the consoles, I believe this is something that everyone should enjoy. there's a lot of mods for Fallout 3 that completely refreshed the game. It made it like a whole new experience. And now the console gamers, as well as PC gamers and everyone, we're all going to be able to experience these mods together. And I think it's going to be one of those other things that draw in the community. Very similar to what Phil Spencer, the new CEO of Xbox, is doing. He's trying to draw in PC gaming and Xbox gaming, and that's why we're seeing some of these new exclusives like Gears of War seeing PC releases, and hopefully Halo will be announced soon. But back to the topic at hand, Fallout 4, they are really doing some great things here. I mean, we have the console mod support, which obviously is going to follow the release of good mods on PC after mod tools are released. We have all these great features like slow-mo and great crafting, building your own towns, even the simple things like the little details, like they've added thousands of very common names into the game so that you can name your character whatever your name is, or maybe Cookie, for instance, my name, on online, and the characters will actually respond to that name and they'll call you by name. If your character's name is Cookie, they'll say, "Hey, Cookie, come over here," or "Hey, whatever your name is." It's great that little details like that are making it into the game, and they're really considering every possible angle.
Basically,
Another example of
oh,
them.
no, go on. No, but basically, I was about to say it's like the little things that count. It's like the little things. Because
And no one could do it like Bethesda.
I don't know.
No
Yeah,
one
to me,
can.
literally, well, going off on that, yeah, that's true. Like that's crazy how Bethesda even did it like that. Because I used to always want it to be like that, where basically they'll just say what your name is, and like without, like I wish that like if you said like if you had like a common name, like Sebastian or like John or like Bob or like I don't know, like Jesus or something like that. Like they would like actually say your name.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, I wish that.
And that's a wonderful thing. And it's a shame that something like that hasn't made it into games before. I've seen it maybe you see it in games via text, but never via voice. It's a very interesting thing that they're actually.
I think it's a very advanced thing to think
thousands.
about. Like it's a very advanced thing to think about.
Well, yeah, and that's the way I think of Bethesda as a whole. Is they're a very forward-moving company. You look at several games either taking their ideas or looking at what they're doing and trying to mimic it. I don't look at that as a bad thing. Bethesda is a great company to be setting an example. And I'm not a complete supporter of any game company. I'll go out and say this. I'm not dick riding Bethesda here. Just the facts have to be said. And when it comes to RPGs, Bethesda knows what they're doing. Look at Skyrim. Skyrim was Game of the Year material from the second it hit shelves. Fallout 4 is the same way. They put love and time into this game, and they built
And it was really
community.
secretive too, by the way.
Me here love the game.
And it was also very secretive.
Yeah.
Very secretive.
They tried to keep it under wraps just because, you know, how game companies are. They try to hide their stuff until the last minute.
Yeah.
But it's great. I'm so glad that the game was announced. They've shown some crazy things like customizing your power armor and stuff like that. That's just one of those things that you just nod at. It may not be the feature that you said, "Oh, that's what I definitely wanted in the game," but it's one of those things that you just have to say, "Wow, I really appreciate that." And I really have to say, let's all appreciate what Bethesda's doing here. They're creating a game that we are all going to remember for a long time, as if they haven't already done that already. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and even the bits I've played of Skyrim are moments of my life that I wouldn't trade. I mean, it's just playing a video game, but I really get immersed in these games because they make them so well. They really make me feel like I'm in a post-nuclear apocalypse, and it's a great feeling.
Yeah,
listening to the music, and,
especially the music.
and
Oh my gosh, the music! I can't wait to hear the new music that's gonna be on the new Fallout 4. I can't wait for the. Yeah, because Fallout 3 came out with good music. Custom soundtrack.
I have no doubt that they're going to provide there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, basically with all of that, I just want to come to a close, and I want to just say that yeah, like please comment down below what you guys are even excited for Fallout at all. Like if you guys are really interested into Fallout 4, please tell me the things that you always really wanted to see that's gonna be in Fallout 4. And yeah, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and yeah, me, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.